I'm trying to get paid. Hi friends, it's DC and welcome to Cadella. In this week's video, we are going to be talking about some tips to help you rock a career fair. But before we get to the content, if at any point during the video you like it, then give it one of these. And if at any point you love this video or find it helpful, then please subscribe. And when you subscribe, you will also be helping a great cause. I will put the link to a video which explains what I'm talking about in the description or in a little tag right up there. So click it, check it out. So, career fairs. They are such a blessing when schools bring them to you because that means that you don't have to go anywhere, and that also means that you have a better chance of landing a job. So I have some tips that I have learned in my many career fair experiences. Since I've been in college for 5 years, I've been to about 10 of them. I started going as a freshman, and that really helped me get to this point so I can find a job and land a job that I want and that I hopefully will love. Let's talk about the basics. So this is just one big tip. Number one, have a firm handshake, make eye contact, smile, it shows confidence, and put your resume on resume paper. Anything you can do to make yourself stand out, do it. So my second tip is do a little bit of research. Research to find out which companies you want to talk to. A lot of the times these career fairs are during classes and you're not going to get to talk to every single company. So make sure that you know which ones you want to hit. Now a lot of people tell you to look up the company and know something about them. Yes, this is important and some companies do really want this, but I find that most companies, at least at college career fairs, they want to tell you about it. And what you can find on their website is not necessarily what you are going to find that their department is like or that the position that they're hiring for is like. So I like to kind of keep that information out of my head, that way my brain isn't cluttered and I can focus on what I need to tell them. Tip number 3, before even going into the career fair, find a place for your stuff. Usually I have an extra bag because I'm changing in between classes to put on my professional clothes, and I don't want to have all of this luggage with me. It looks cluttered, it looks unprofessional, so I always find some safe place to put my stuff. Tip number 4 is warm up with a company that you are not intending to get a job with. So this company will help you get out all your jitters, it'll help you get your tongue untied so you can say the things that need to be said in an audible manner. Tip number 5. Your presentation while you're waiting in line to speak to a recruiter or while you're walking around the career fair is just as important as if you are talking to the person. If I'm standing in line, I'm not on my phone. Don't ever take your phone out during a career fair. There's literally no reason to. If I see a friend, I will wave at them, I will say hi, I'll be cordial, but I'm not gonna be like, Becky, oh my God, I haven't seen you forever. Becky can wait. If she's a real friend, Becky can wait. Make sure that you are standing up straight, you have a pleasant look on your face, you're not just like, because it's very important. And sometimes the recruiters will look at you while you're in line, and I take that opportunity to make my first eye contact with them. If I see they're looking around, I will make sure that I glance over and I give a nice smile. Let them know that, yes, I am here patiently waiting to talk to you, and boy, do I got something awesome in store for you. Tip number 6 is slightly controversial. A lot of you have heard of the elevator pitch, and if you haven't, it's pretty much where you start off with your basics of what your name is and what your major is, and then you go up to a project you've worked on, and then you go up to an internship you've worked on, and then you go up to the best thing on your resume. Honestly, if I was a recruiter, I'm not gonna remember that stuff, and I don't really care because what I care about is your personality and what you're going to do for the company. The interview will take care of all that nitty-gritty stuff that is in your interview and all that technical stuff or all of that experience. That's what they want to see. But as a recruiter, I just want to see, are you really going to be a good fit to even get an interview? I say screw the elevator pitch. I walk up, hi, my name is DC. I'm a mechanical engineering student with a minor in math. My emphasis is design and manufacturing, and I'm graduating in June. All of the information that they need to know. Your name, your major, your minor if you have one, your emphasis if you have one, and when you're graduating. And when you're graduating is the most important one, because that lets them know when they can start calling you to start hiring you. Tip number 7, be honest. I know we're all trying to find jobs. I know we're all trying to get out of debt, but what is most important is that you go up to a company and you're honest with what you want. If you don't want to work in that area, then you probably are just wasting their time. Also be honest about the things you don't know. I had a company that they asked me about some material science things. Oh, I knew it was material science and I knew I didn't know it. So I just told them, I've never heard of that before. And yes, maybe this looks bad and they're looking for someone who knows that. But now I know that that is not a position for me because it's going to deal more with material science and that's not my expertise. But they might also say, okay, good, now we know she doesn't know that, so she's someone who can learn about this subject. Sometimes all they're looking for is someone who can learn, and they don't expect you to have all the answers. So if you don't have an answer, be honest with them. Tip number 8, they're gonna ask you stuff about your resume. So know what's on it, know what's going on. I had a project on my resume that was from 2 years ago. Well, it was with a subject that I wasn't really all that comfortable with at the time, which meant I'm not really all that comfortable with it now because I haven't done anything else with it. I took it off because I knew that I couldn't add anything to that project. Tip number 9, when you're leaving the conversation with the recruiter, make sure you always ask a question. The questions that I usually like to ask are, so how did you get into the company? How did you get into engineering or whatever field you're looking for? How did you get into this position? And that lets me know that what my path might look like if I do end up working for that company. The second question I really like to ask is, what's your favorite part about working for this company? And if they say something that I like, I know that this is a company I would enjoy working for. So make sure you ask questions that are going to answer the things that you really want to know. And tip number 10 is to know that they need you as much as you need them. Yes, these companies are going to be at other career fairs, but these companies wouldn't exist if they didn't have employees. So have confidence in the fact that they need you too. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. And if you love this video and found these tips helpful, then please subscribe. And if you have any other tips, then let me know what they are in the comments below. I'm going to be doing some other videos related to this, focusing on your resume, how to dress, and just how to get that next job and do well in that interview. But until we find that perfect job, my friends, make sure that you stay wild, Moonchild.